All right, we are live for the conversation. I'm so excited.
Conversation begin.
We're back.
For season 2.
Yes, indeed.
Season 2 of the conversation. Yes, let the confetti fall from the sky. We are back. We are back. I don't know who has watched us in the first season of the conversation, but it was amazing. We had an awesome time. We went a little deep sometimes, had a little fun sometimes. So this season is going to be no different. We're going to go a little deep, have a little fun, and just enjoy the conversation. We don't have real authentic conversation enough amongst ourselves. And so we're just going to enjoy the conversation. So just in case you don't know who I am M.E. Porter. That's it.
Never know.
That's who I am, right? That's who I am. I am M.E. Porter.
Oh, that's funny.
Awesome.
I have a little fun.
I am Famira, the Diamond Diva, your visual impactologist, and I'm just excited to be here. It's about to be fun. Greatness. I'm glad to be back with my ladies. And so that's me. I'm Famira.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. I am Stevie AIsha Mills, also known as just Stevie, also known as Fantastic, coined by my friend M.E. Porter. I call her Miss Marilyn, y'all, so y'all might hear me saying that. But I am super duper uber excited to be back. Don't they look phenomenal, y'all? Look, they are giving us life. Samira got the earrings. I love them. And the pink glasses. And Miss Marilyn, she doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm showing up in my pink PJs because I'm snowed in. And I'm not dressing, but I love y'all.
Long hair, and her pink pajamas. You go, girl. You go, girl. So, ladies, before we came back, as we were preparing for season 2, I had to go back and watch some of our season 1 shows. And can I tell y'all that we are like the bomb? We are so good at this thing. So good at this thing. We had some amazing breakthroughs just amongst ourselves. So I know that our viewers were blessed. And so it will be no different with season 2 of The Conversation. Listen, if anybody knows them chicks on The Real, The View, The Talk, y'all need to tell them that we are here having the conversation.
Yes, definitely. The other thing I want to make sure, I'm going to put it in the chat too. I just want to let people know we do have a YouTube channel. So if you did not catch us in the first season, you can go back and catch those. And I'm going to put the link in the chat box for everybody that is watching, where you can go and see the ones from season 1.
Yes. We got you, Stevie. We still having the conversation, girl. Do what you got to do. So today we are coming back strong, and we are coming to talk to you guys about the new. We're in the Sweet 16, and so we want to come and just have the conversation today about new beginnings, new dreams, new visions, new outlooks on life, new perceptions, and we also want to talk about being able to let go of that which lies behind. So in order to begin something new, oftentimes you have to let go of some stuff that's old. And so, for me personally, when I came on, I said, I am M.E. Porter. And that was just to be funny, you guys. I did that just to be funny. But really, my accolades I have earned. And so I am M.E. Porter, the soul shifter, your solution sage. And I earned those titles. And so I am very poignant in knowing that when something great is about to begin, there's often something that's not so great that has to end. So even in my private coaching and mentoring sessions, the first two questions that I ask is, number one, what needs to stop? And number two, so that what can start. And so that's what we came to talk about today. What is it that needs to happen? What level of greatness do you need to let run free in the universe? You know what I mean? What needs to be let loose in you, right? But first of all, what are you going to have to let go to? Because the let going unlocks the key to the greatness. So that's what we want to talk about today.
Definitely.
So I think Stevie is trying to get back with us. But if you're on with us today, oh, okay, all right, co-hosting.
Okay. She figured it out. I need to find out how she did it because I couldn't.
All right, co-hosting. And so Famira, you and I, well, the three of us have delicate, intricate conversation on a daily basis. And so what is it for you? What is it for you personally that needed to stop so that the fullness of Famira the Diamond Diva could show up in the world?
Well, for me, it definitely one of the main things that had to stop was me being concerned with what other people were going to say. As an only child,
yes,
definitely. And, for those that may be watching me for the first time and don't really know my story, just in a brief, ginormous oversweep, I used to have really low self-esteem. That's like a huge generalization, but I don't want to dive all into that piece of it. But really low self-esteem, really a people pleaser, an only child, never wanted to make my parents upset. Also, I developed this always concerned on what other people were going to think or what other people were going to feel and all of that. And so for that reason, a lot of who I was, I downplayed. I stopped trying to be too much because that's what I was always told. You talk too much, you do too much. It was always the too much at the end. So I really, under the guise of feeling like I was bettering myself, I tried to tone down the too much, type of thing. And so that was definitely something that had to stop. Once I realized that, one of my mantras that I always talk about how you show up matters. And once I really realized that, that was something I had to work on because it definitely was hard for me. Because on top of all of that, I'm very, very highly compassionate to others. I mean, and even that is extra, how I'm definitely the one that's crying at commercials or, just watching someone be like, why am I crying about this? But, that's the sensitivity that God has placed in me. And so, but that's a good thing, but it can definitely be, not used in the right way. And so that's where I was. So that definitely had to stop. Once it did, then I was able to really, truly show up as me and embrace the power and the genius of the gifts that God has given me. And it's still, real talk though, in me and Stevie, it is still a struggle. It is still something I deal with on a daily basis. I am getting a lot better because that one over there wherever she's at, ME is always like, girl, stop, what are you talking about? And and Stevie's always like, you are the expert, and I'm like, okay. So having people around you that do that actually helps, because it is still always an evolving journey that you're on.
Well, I absolutely, I can relate to that, even though I know what you guys are thinking, not Miss Marilyn or not ME or not my bestie or whatever the case may be. But I want you guys to understand something that, in standing firmly in who I am, I kind of blow people out the water. So it has been said to me that when you walk in the room, even people who are in there and they are secure in who they are and they are secure in what they're called to do and all of that, and then you walk in the room and deflate that, right? And so to that, now in this moment, I know that was ego. That was their egos being deflated, because knowing that you know cannot be deflated. And so because people would often say, well, when you walk in the room, like you kind of steal the thunder, I started walking in the room a little bit lighter, because I shake the ground. Like I shake the ground. When I walk in the room, I literally in my mind can feel it trembling a little bit, right? I really can feel it trembling a little bit, because I know that I have to own my space. And so I understand where Famira is coming from, because I too had, and this is what happens. You shave a little bit off, and you shave a little bit off, and you shave a little bit off, and you shave a little bit off. And then when you get ready to walk in that thing, you realize, wait a minute, where is it? And because you've dialed it back so much that you can't even function in it anymore, because you've shaven a little bit off and a little bit off and a little bit off until there's really nothing. All you really have left is the memory of what that was. And then you have to rebuild it on the memory of it, because the substance has been shaved away. So I understand it, even though it may seem like I stand so boldly, because I do, right? I do stand boldly, but I too had heard over and over and over again, you're too much. My ex-husband used to say, when you walk in the room, everybody gets tense, because everybody's thinking this one thing right here. What is she going to say? Right? But let me tell you guys what I realized right now, this day, on what's today? January 26, 2016. They're supposed to think that. I'm supposed to walk in the room and shake it up. I'm supposed to walk in the room and make everybody wonder what's coming out of my mouth. Listen, I don't know what's coming out of my mouth, so y'all are right the same boat with me.
Right. What about you, Stevie? What had to stop?
Oh, wow. First of all, I was about to type. I was like, Miss Marilyn M.E. Porter is so ahead of her time. She got us on the 26th. It's the 25th. I love it. She's ahead, y'all. That's the first stop. And what had to stop for me? Oh, God. So much has happened. And I'm realizing now is that I am not this serious person who my degrees or who my education or who my life or who my parents or who I'm not this serious person that I've probably been written up to be. That's not me. I like to laugh and I like to have fun. And I like to, basically I've learned that if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. And that's the bottom line. I'm not doing it for very long. And I think what I also had to stop is depending on me so much. I think when you are a quote unquote overachiever, a quote unquote go-getter, all these terms and labels that people put on you, I think you put stress on yourself. Someone was just talking to me about self-induced turbulence right before this blab, and I was like, wow, that's deep, because when you think about airplanes, you get the turbulence, but the self-induced turbulence is what the pilots put on themselves, and they don't, when they fly, they cause that because they're worried about all the life that they're handling and all the stuff. And he was like, you need to look that up. And I was like, that alone just made me free, because I'm looking at this situation where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not me. but it is me. I'm my own worst enemy. And so I think what had to stop is just me just being Stevie and not showing up authentically. I think I had to stop not showing up authentically. So that's a long answer to a short question, but that's a real, because I've had to really kind of reinvent myself and really still working on a daily basis. All right, all in my closet. Amen, girlfriend.
This is so funny, right? Because y'all know I'm like the bottom line chick, right? So when Famira was talking and she was like, oh, people were telling me, I had to stop being, so I just typed in be extra, right? So Stevie's talking, so I just typed in stop being fake. That's the bottom line, you guys. Like, we got to keep it real.
That's it. And that's the thing, you get
real.
Right. And the thing about it is anytime you're not being authentically who God created you to be, I mean, you're being fake. And we are a lot of times, especially in African American culture, we are the first ones hollering about how real we keep it. I'm real. I'm the realest. I always hear guys always be like, I'm the realest dude you'll meet. And I have come to find out that whoever says that is not, right? Because if you have to say it, it's like, are you convincing me or yourself? But and that is really what the bottom line comes down to. I mean, is like, you're not being you, so you're being a fake, portion of you, or even if you are just downplaying, or a lot of times people think being fake means that you're being totally someone else, and it doesn't have to be that. It just means that you're not being all of who you actually are, and so and I think especially for women, we do it even more so because we are, we're kind of, a lot of times I feel like, programmed from birth to please everyone else and to be the lady and to be dainty and to be over here quiet and to be in this box. This is what you are. This is who you are, type of thing. And so when you are truly, what I can say about the three of us, but when you are truly globally minded, when you are a trailblazer, when you are a maverick, when you are a rebel, it's like, everybody's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? You're doing too much. Like, slow down, because they can't handle it, and that's what happens often.
That's right. And so one of the things that I really, really try to impress upon clients and audiences, and just among my girlfriend circle and my entrepreneur circle, is that we fight so hard against this thing. Someone can literally control your whole life by saying this one sentence: you changed. And for some reason, when someone says to us, you've changed, we all of a sudden feel like we've done something wrong. Guess what? If you change or you die, those like, you change or you die. Everything is evolving. And so people control us with the notion of you've changed. And so what I had to learn, and this is my stop, because I haven't answered the question yet, right? I responded, but I haven't answered the question yet, right? So the question, what do I have to stop? What do I have to stop? This is what I have to stop. I had to come to understand that when someone says to me, Marilyn, you have changed, that I should be excited, right? Because really what they're saying to me, when someone comes to me and says, you've changed, this is what they're saying. The person that you have evolved into no longer serves my purpose. That's what they're saying. So it's not a bad thing when someone tells you that you've changed. We're supposed to change. We're supposed to be going higher and higher and higher. For my Christian folks, glory to glory to glory to glory. We are not supposed to stay the same. And so a lot of times we get caught up in the rhetoric of not wanting people to say we've changed, not wanting people to say, well, I don't know who she thinks she is now. I remember when she used to be this, or that, and now she thinks she's this. No, I know for sure who I am today. I know for sure that I have changed. I know for sure that I'm going higher and higher and higher. I know for sure that it is not my responsibility if you choose to sit back and watch me go higher while you complain that I'm changing. Come on and change with me. So we got to stop being stuck. When somebody says you've changed, the response to that is, yes, I have. You should join me.
Right. Yes, I have. Thank you for noticing.
Yes, I have. You should join me.
Right.
Yes. And so that's what has to stop for 2016 is I have to stop letting people come to me and say that I've changed and it hits me in a negative way, right? I have to let that go because the fact that I have changed is simply a recognition that I have fully and completely submitted and surrendered to the God that I serve, because I don't have the capacity to change myself. So if I have changed, then to God be the glory. That means I am submitted. People telling me that I have changed is my confirmation. It's confirmation for me that I have fully submitted to the will and the way of God the Father. And so come on and tell me that I've changed and let me give God the glory. Y'all gonna make me get up and dance around this chair I'm sitting in.
Y'all about to make me run from North Carolina to Virginia to Georgia, to wherever else. I start running. But
that's my let go. I am no longer going to internalize that as a negative. I'm no longer receiving you've changed as negative. I'm no longer receiving you've changed as a negative statement.
Right. I mean, because it's not, like you said, everything changes. Everything is called evolution. We are always evolving.
Always.
And and for me, I always feel like you always hear people that want to have a great impact on the world and want to be world changers. And it's like, you can't have revolution without evolution.
That's right.
So how are you changing anything? Like, the evolution is really where the change comes. Revolution is just when other people catch on to it.
That's right.
When it becomes the normal flow is when it becomes revolution. But the first person to do it is making an evolutional change. Right. And so for us, it's like, why would you not want to evolve? Why would you not want to, it evolving goes so much deeper than just growth too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it is growing and all of that, but it's really always evolving into more of who God has created you to be at the beginning of time, as it says, before you were formed in the womb, He knew you. So, I mean, it's very liberating to me, and to really, in the last couple weeks for myself, just really grabbing hold to the fact that I am a global creature, you know what I'm saying? Like, globally minded, like that is what it is about. And whether you are looking to change just your community or just your neighborhood, you still have to have a global mindset, because when you're actually operating in evolution, it is going to have no choice but to trickle out to the ends of the earth. Like, so, girl,
right.
Doing this show with y'all.
That's right, because even if you are just called to your family, right? Even if you are just called, and you're absolutely right, Famira, it has to be a global mindset. Because even if you're just called to your family, I'm going to use myself for an example. For many years, I literally just stayed home and raised my children, right? That is what I was called to. But now I have a daughter who's in the Army, who is probably going to go global. She's going to go overseas. She's going to. So for me, the process of raising her, right? In the process of raising her, even if I didn't make this transition to this space in my life where I know that I am called to the world. Listen, I know everybody says you got to have a target audience. Dog, my target audience is the world. It really is. But in the process of raising my daughter, I didn't know what her occupation would be, but I knew that I was planting seeds in her that wherever she set her feet in the earth, she would be able to plant good seed, right? And so the vision has to be global, because no matter what you are building, where you are building at, you have to know that it's possible for the seed to go global. When the wind blows, right? We know birds come and they eat seed, right? The bird might come to my backyard in Georgia and eat some seed, right? But then the bird might fly to Brazil. And then when the bird poops, right? That seed is gonna be in Brazil. So you have to be global minded. You have to be global minded. But in order to be global minded, you have to have more than sight. You have to have vision.
Right. Stevie, get in this conversation.
Ooh, I'm just, I feel like
to run. Stevie just ready to shout.
I know.
Miss Marilyn know how to look. I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say. Woo. Okay, so the thing about it is, a lot of us are entrepreneurs and sheepreneurs and visionpreneurs and all these things. And I think going back to the question that was asked, I think the shift of me being not real came when I got in a circle of people who were just about branding. And when you brand on social media, it's not about keeping it real. Like, I know people personally who a lot of y'all know. If I said some names, y'all be shocked, who are having these who are having, like, they're painting these pictures of, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, I'm a trillionaire. They're painting these pictures, and we're comparing ourselves to this fakeness of what it is. And so when we talk about keeping it real, we've got to keep it real on the level of, you got to keep your blinders, your rollerblades, and your headphones on. That's what I talk about. Blinders to keep you moving. Blinders keep you focused. Rollerblades keep you moving. And headphones to drown out the noise. Because the beautiful pictures and the webinars and the conferences and all this, they'll have you thinking you have to do this and you have to do that, but it's not real. That's not real. Ask that person, are they crying at night? Are they shivering? I know, because I've been there. And I'm not even on the level of, let me put this out, this income claim. Let me put the money that I've made is documented. So therefore, you can see what I've made. But other people, you see, I just believe in realness. If we're going to keep it all the way real, we have to go back to the beginning of before this picture was painted. We have to go back to who this person was. And I do believe in casting a vision. I believe in that. But if you're saying, pour this money into me and you'll have this too, that's not the truth. That's an income claim. And we don't know how you're going to make that happen. So y'all be very careful, because I know I've been trapped in it. I'm looking here, looking there, looking everywhere for this amazing thing to happen that's not happening for me, because it's not happening for them. And I'm following them and trying to make it happen, and it doesn't make sense. So in order to keep it all the way real and get to the essence and the bottom of where we need to be as individuals, the only person you can compare yourself to is the greater version of yourself. So therefore, you have got to just keep it where you are in a position of, okay, I'm going to make this happen for me and not worry about no one else. At the end of the day, you have to renew your mind to that. And if you can renew your mind to that, then you can take it to a whole new level, and you can be the brand, and you can be who you have been called to be. And that's when my sister, Famira, is a visual brander. She can't even work with you if you've given her something fake, because you're going to look at it and it's not going to be on the real level. So you have got to say, this is where I am. This is where I am starting from. You've got to get to the base of it. You have to remove all the ish that was inside of you. You have to do some war room, prayer closet, whatever you want to call it. You have got to get to the basis, and you have to figure out, if I can move from here, I can move from there. And then that's when the explosion happens. That's when the brand happens. That's when being magnetically attractive happens. That's when all these things happen, and they align so that the real people who you're supposed to work with will come.
Right. So what Stevie is saying, y'all, is that y'all need to see me first.
Then y'all need to see me. Then you need to see her. This is the way this go. Ivy be Stevie. Ivy to get your soul.
Because by the time you come to see me, the platform is built. By the time you come to see me, I can't do what Miss Marilyn does or Famira. You gotta come. I work on finished product.
Exactly.
First, then see Stevie, then we'll send you. No, see Famira second, see me first, so we can help you get real. Then see Famira, so she can help you show up in your real. Then see Stevie, because she done already built the platform. All you gotta do is step up and be you.
That's the thing about it. It's so funny you brought that up, Stevie, though, because when I work with my clients one-on-one and they come to me and they're like, they're ready to brand and they want to do the whole visual piece. They need their new website. They want to do all that. When in my one-on-one coaching, visual don't come up until phase 4. There's 5 phases. So it's second to last. And people are always like, well, I thought we was about to just jump right in and pick colors. No, boo-boo. We don't jump into that, because I need to make sure that what you are building, the foundation of what you are building, is really you, and if you understanding why you show up the way you're trying to show up, who are you actually trying to work with, why you even started doing this, digging deep. I always tell people you need to find the why of the why, because I'm so sick of people saying my why is my family. Well, what do that mean?
No, wrong answer.
What do you mean?
Right, because even in my mentoring program, I have people come to me, and they see me. They see how I show up they see me. They see how I show up on social media. Then they talk to me. They're like, "Oh my God, like your talk lines up with what I see on social media." So they know that I got a little business skill, I got a little marketing skill. So they want to come to me and they want to market themselves, right? And then they get to me and I say, well, I don't even do business development until I do personal development. And they're like, but no, you got 6 sessions with me. The first 3 are going to be about you.
Right.
The first 3 are going to be about you. Period. Personal development. You can't develop anything else if you are not developed.
Right.
It's not possible. If there's going to be a crack in the foundation, right? And the first big major conflict or issue that you have in your business, you're going to fall to pieces. That's not going to be on M.E. Porter's head.
Right.
So you're going to come to me and you're going to get some personal development. And with me, that means soul searching. That means tapping. That means I don't care what you think you believe when you come to me. When you get to business with me, you're going to know for sure what you believe, why you believe it. Right. And that's that. We can't go no further. What do you believe and why do you believe it? Because you got to know what you believe and why you believe it to even form an opinion about yourself. Because we form our opinions about ourselves based on what our belief system is.
Right. And the thing about it is that's the first phase I go through with my clients on branding is mindset. Because the whole point of how you brand yourself is, I tell people, yes, people are paying for results. People want results. But what makes them choose you over someone else is the journey that you take them on, right? So, there's tons of people that brand, and that are really great at it, and that are beasts at what they do. I mean, I have my branding besties, that we operate in the same space, but we take people on a very different journey because of who I am, the uniqueness of who I am, and the journey that you go on when you work with me is very different than the journey that you go on with someone else that does the same thing. And that is where a lot of people don't get it. And that's the whole point of how you show up matters. Because when I work with my clients, my ultimate goal is that no matter where someone comes into contact with you, whether it's on social media or on stage, when they come to work with you, that they say, you're exactly how I thought you were going to be, based on everything else, based on how your brand looks and how everything else shows up, because it's so important, and picking out colors in a logo, it does not a brand make. Like, it just doesn't. And it's like so many people think that. So, but it's not true.
All right. Well, we can
go ahead.
Going on over here.
I see, because y'all both of you and Stevie eyeballs was like, I was like, I'm just talking. Hey.
You were talking, and I was trying to keep hold to this conversation about branding, so that I can tell you, hey, you need to pop in and respond to that. But yes, I mean, you are on point. You are on point. That's all I can say. But there's a conversation going on over here in the chat box about self-branding is totally up to you as a person. And so I responded to the notion that you already know what you believe if you're starting a business. And that's not true. So many people start businesses based on what other people think and believe about them. I mean, really, how many times have you seen somebody who's in college, right? They're in college and they're pre-med and they're miserable, right? Their parents want them to be doctors, right? They want to go bungee jump, in Peru somewhere. You know what I mean? They want to join the Peace Corps, but they're in med school. You know what I'm saying? And so we often start businesses or do things in life in general. Business is no different. We do things based on what someone else's belief and expectation of what it will take for us to be successful. Now, can someone be successful as a doctor? Sure, but they can also be successful doing that thing that God has poured into their heart, into their soul, into their spirit, that they're so connected with that they would do it for free. That's really success. That's really success when you find yourself aligned up with the thing that you do so well that if you had to do it for free, you would and still enjoy it.
Right. Exactly. Like and that's the whole thing. Like, even when you're working as an entrepreneur, not only do you have to be clear on that in regards to what you want to do, but also in who you want to work with. So many people get wrapped up in lack mentality and feel like every dollar is a good dollar, and it's not, because it does not help you to be working with people that constantly drain you and constantly drain your energy. But all of that is back to what we originally was talking about in regards to knowing yourself and being real with yourself. For me, I had to realize I don't like micromanagement. I'm not trying to do it. I don't like when nobody else do it. So from a creative genius standpoint for myself, I can't work with anyone that is trying to micromanage what I got going on. I have to work with women that can flow in the creative flow. Because it's not always just going to be from A to Z. Sometimes it's A, J, back to B to Q, because that's the art of creativity. And so you on my shoulder like this every 2 seconds, asking me 1,000 questions, don't work for me. Now, I know some other people in the sphere of branding that's fine with them. They can handle that. They have the patience to answer somebody every time they, if they emailing them 20 emails a day, like, they don't have no problem with that. But that's not me. And I had to be real with myself and okay with myself to know I might not be the best fit for you. If that's what you need, there is somebody out there that can help you. I can even refer you to some people that I know can handle that. And me not be worried about, oh my God, I just passed up some money, but in the end, my peace, because I've been to the point where I want to give people their money back. What are you? Yes. I can't. What are you doing? I can't.
You can have it back.
Right. Like,
and that's why I don't really work one-on-one with clients.
But you have to know what works for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy working one-on-one with clients that fit me. I mean, I get total energy out of it. But like Stevie just said, she don't really want to do one-on-one. And that's fine. I know a lot of branding people that don't do one-on-one. It's small groups or, you know, big groups. I mean, those are two choices that you get, but they don't do one-on-one. But I enjoy it. I'm not a big group person. I don't like big groups, you know, for me, because I am hands-on in the sense of really wanting to get to know people in their brand and what they're trying to do. So for me, it's one-on-one or small group. That's what I like. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, do I create other ways for the masses to come in? Yes. Online courses that I don't have to do nothing but record it and set it up and you go buy it. But you will never see me have no group coaching program with 40 people in it, 50 people, like some branders that I know do. I can't, that ain't me. But again, you have to be real with you. You know, what works for you. And that's the whole thing. There is no box. There is no spoon. There is no line. Like, be.
And the more you know about what you do, individually, the more you could collaborate, collective. Like, I know that I could make a graphic. I can make a little graphic. I'm like, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a graphic artist. I can do a little something. But if you want, who do I always tag on Facebook and stuff? They looking for somebody.
Right.
I'm real good about tagging. Once I know what you do and you do it well, I'm like, tag, because I know that I don't want to do that. All right, I'm going to tag you, Tanya. I'm going to tag you. I know that I don't want to do that. So it's like, once you know who you are authentically and you know what feels right and what doesn't, then you're able to make that decision better and you're able to connect. There are a lot of speakers. There are a lot of, I don't really call myself a coach, but there are a lot of people who do certain stuff. And it's like, okay, but nobody does it like me. So it's about connection. I say connect, collaborate, change. And then Famira added cash in it, which is we all need some cash. So even though we're saying the same thing, we're saying two different ways that make a different impact.
Right. Well, we have had a couple of people who have wanted to join the seat. So we have about 15 minutes to let somebody jump into the seat.
Now I will make this disclaimer. If you get in this seat, don't come in this seat with no trolling, no stupidity. Don't be naked. None of this. Because
no shit.
I have been on some blasts where people try to lose their entire mind getting in the seat.
No shenanigans allowed.
So I am making this disclaimer up front and on recording.
Down there, no shenanigans allowed.
Don't act a fool. Okay? All right. Because you will get kicked out, blocked, and prayed for.
And prayed for.
Look,
I'm sorry, that was funny.
I'm just
saying. Blocked and prayed for.
I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
So, with that being said, would anyone like to join us?
Great, y'all.
Oh, God. I love it.
We had, no, that's right. No shenanigans. No shenanigans. None. Zero.
Because I'm all about praying for the people. Because if you come up in here acting crazy, you need deliverance, and we will pray for you. I
know there was someone. Well, I can't scroll up, but her name, I believe her name was.
I think she left, the lady.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and continue on.
But you see how the shenanigans, a bunch of people cleared up out of here. I'm just saying.
No shenanigans. So you
kicked out, blocked, and prayed for.
I mean, I got you cracking up. Like, that's what I do. I'm just saying, this is, we've been talking about be all you can be. Look, be all of you.
Keeping it real. Absolutely.
If somebody come on here naked, I'd be
like, some of the craziest, like, that's okay. Side note, I've seen some of the crazy stuff on these labs. People be just in the bed naked. I be like, Really? What you need to get on video for? Just keep talking in the chat box.
Yeah.
You don't.
Oh, Lord.
You don't need nobody to see all.
We ain't having it.
So that's why I just had to throw it out there.
All right, guys. So we've talked about what needs to stop. We've talked about what needs to stop. So quickly in the last 30 minutes,
Oh, that's good.
I think we've kind of talked about some of that, and that is start being all you. Like,
right, but what are you making space for? What are you making being all of you to make space for what? What do you see as your next level of greatness in 2016? Why are we standing up to be our authentic selves? Why are we going to be all we can be? Why are we going to be 100? Like what all of that for? What are we making space for? Because we're making space for something.
Go ahead.
oh,
I thought Miss Marilyn was still talking. Are you still talking, Miss
That's it.
go ahead, Steve.
The one thing, sorry, the one thing that I know I am making space for in my life, my own personal life, and for every woman that I know, is definitely to have you relax more and chill more and be relieved of stress. For me, stress I had a crazy bout with stress that made me very sick. So with that, it's a very interesting thing for me to just, I want to keep it all the way 100 because I want people to not feel like they have to have all the stress in their life. Stress to keep up with the Joneses, stress to keep up with what's happening on social media, stress to live this life that you don't want to live. I want people to really live this life that they want to live and relax. I don't think people relax enough. I don't think people chill enough. I know for me, I get stressed out easily and I have to chill. And so I don't want to go through the process of me having shingles again. I don't want to go through the various colonoscopies in a few days. I don't want to go through going from size 14 to a size 0. I don't want to go through that, and I don't want anybody else to go through that. So I'm all about getting out here and making sure we have fun again this year.
All right, so Stevie's making room for fun. Yes, fun in 2000 and fun in the Sweet 16. Yes.
Turn up. Hey.
Yes. Room for impact.
Yes. I love it. Hey.
Well, I'm making space for a whole bunch of stuff because 2016 is a year of dynamic domination for me. People have, and I'm talking about in all areas of my life, not just business, but in love, and creating space for God to bless me with my husband, at least for us to meet and start dating. But but all of those things, and just really to have complete dominion and walk in fully in my purpose of who I am. And so I was challenged the other day to come up with one sentence that said who I was and included what I did and who I was. And so my sentence that I came up with was that I am a divinely led global thought alchemist with the Midas touch of creative brand strategy, who is a globe-trotting fashionista. And that is what I'm creating space for in 2016, to be all of that, all that extra, and really, and to show women that you can do the same thing. Like, you can have a global mindset. And a lot of times when you have a global mindset, that's going to show up multi-passionate. You're going to have 5 different business ideas, and stop letting people tell you that you can't have 5 different businesses. We talk all day long about multiple streams of income, but nothing in regards to multiple streams of income got to say that all them streams got to come from one business. Like, that's the whole point of multiple streams of income, is that they are coming from different places, so that if one thing shuts down, you have other streams coming in. And so
you gotta say really, that's good.
Right. Like really do that. I mean, it's time for us to stand up as entrepreneurs and create conglomerates. Like stop at feeling like the ones that are in existence right now are the only ones that are gonna be. No, nobody said you can't create the new, empire. Like this is what it's about, and so many people talk about being queens and, in the kingdom. And from a spiritual standpoint, yes, definitely all about the kingdom. But even in the kingdom, God is one that creates empires where there is different settlements representing the kingdom all over. Like that is what an empire is. I am an empress. Like that's point blank, and everybody doesn't get it. Me talk about this often because we're both a lover of words and really tapping into what the meaning is. Stop saying stuff because it sounds cute. Go look up the word and know. Are you a queen? Are you a countess? Are you an empress? What feels right to you? Who are you? And speak that and know that, but don't just jump on it because everybody's trying to be a queen. I'm not. I'm an empress, and I'm fine with that. And everybody, and it's not to take away from any queens because we need them too. We need all these different stations, but I own mine, and I didn't own it before, but I own it now. So, and with that, I have several different things that's going on. And so, even in this year, you'll see a lot of new stuff coming out of my camp.
Well,
you can say that. That's right. Y'all getting me excited.
So what is M.E. Porter making room for?
Yes.
What is M.E. Porter making room for? I am making room for global outreach ministry. Global outreach ministry. I'm not talking about Facebook, y'all. I'm not talking about Instagram, y'all. I'm talking about Africa, Asia, South America. I'm talking about my feet will be touching down all over the globe in 2016. My passport is about to be
right.
I don't know what's happening, but my passport, it got a couple of stamps. It's about to be like overflowing. They're going to be stapling pages to my passport, y'all. Because I know this one thing for sure. When I walk in the room, kaboom, look who stepped in the room. I know, right? I know. Kaboom, yes. Stepped in the room. That's who I am. I own it. I'm comfortable in it. I know that I am called here, right? To do what? Tear some stuff down, build some stuff up, and I'm going to do it. So that is what I am making room for. So that is why nobody gets to come to me with that lame old, really, woe is me. I feel so bad. You changed so much, meaning you no longer serve my purpose. So I have made room this year for God to fully be God, right? I have made room to fully be God. So I am fully surrendered. I am ready. Got me a couple new pair of shoes. Got me some suitcases. Look, put my passport in some leather so it won't get ripped up. I'm ready to go. I have made room for global outreach ministry. Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 9 through 10. Yes, I am called to the globe. Y'all watch out because I'm coming where? To the globe, not the computer screen. To the globe, to terracotta. My feet will touch the dirt.
Globe trotting.
Globe trotting. Yes, for Jesus.
Yes.
So that's it. So that's it, ladies. That's it. We have come to the top of the hour, and so it's 12:57, right? So one of the things we're gonna have to work on is giving people what we gotta give them and getting on out the way so they can go on with their day. So we each got like 1 minute to tell people where we are, where they need to come to get with us, and to continue, and when we plan to continue this conversation.
Well, everyone, you can catch me on my website, www.famiragreen.com. It's F as in fabulous, AMIRA, green, just like the color of cash.com. And I'm on all social media as Diamond Diva FG, just like you see on my handle here on Blab. So you can definitely connect with me, check me out, inbox me, all of that good stuff. Did I use my minute? I still got some time. Oh, I got a bunch of different stuff coming up. So stay connected with me, because I have a Blab show that's going to be starting called Babe 2 Brand. So if you have branding questions or want to know anything in regards to building your brand, getting visible in the marketplace, all that good stuff is going to be on this show. So that'll be starting in February. So look out for that.
Stevie.
Awesome. Hi, guys, and bye, guys. I am Stevie AIsha Mills, Stevie with 2 I's. And you can check me out on www.stevie.com. Also, social media. I love Facebook. I hang out there a lot. And that's where you can see all the updates on my page, because we have a lot of stuff coming out. We rocking this year out in just a major way. Y'all, we are going everywhere. So, guys, see you next time. I love you. Make it a great day. Don't just have one. Make it a great day.
To say where they can come and see me at. You just gonna leave me out like that, Stevie AIsha Mills from the great state.
I wasn't ending. I was just ending my part. Excuse me.
You was just saying goodbye.
Let me introduce. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Famira. Let me get right and introduce
wasting your time. You wasting your time.
Since she wanted to call me out.
See, guys, we have fun. And what I'm going to use y'all can check me out on Facebook. I am MP Porter, Motivational Ministries and Mentors. Twitter at Solution Sage. You can catch me. But I want to say this. This is what I want to close the show out with. As much as we are entrepreneurs, one of the things that is so phenomenal about the 3 of us is that you get an opportunity to see 3 women who are sold out for the cause of Christ, who enjoy life. We enjoy life. Y'all see, we laughing, we having fun. We are 3 saved women who enjoy life. Saved is not synonymous with like sad, broke, depressed. They don't even go together. Y'all see what it is, right? This is what we do. You see over there, you see this is what we do. So thank you so much for joining the conversation, and look for the notifications. We will be back. Love you guys to life. Love you, Stevie. Love you, Famira. Thanks to everybody who joined us today. Bye-bye now.
Bye.